There has been an explosion in the number of chemicals unknown in the natural world that life is exposed to. The range and choice of food has increased enormously. Our diets have changed significantly in recent years. Do you want to know the factors in your child and family's diet which can bring about changes in health, behaviour and learning? Both body and brain need an adequate supply of nutrients to grow and function, and the brain particularly is especially chemically sensitive and easily disrupted. There are two main factors. One, the deficiency of nutrients in processed food, and two, our reaction to the chemicals, natural and artificial, in our diets. We have been lucky enough to work with Dr. Debbie Futrell, who has been researching this field for many years.
There's been an incredible increase over the last couple of generations of food chemical consumption. If you look back at like 1910, probably around 10% of our food was processed. These days we're looking at more like 80. There have been some really valuable studies demonstrating the effect of actually removing additives from children's diet and the effect that that has on behaviour, learning and concentration, particularly focused around the food colours, the artificial food colours. The interesting thing with these studies, or particularly one that was focused around the Isle of Wight, is that it's a bit of an effect that we're seeing in most children, not just who we would call the naughty children. Celiac disease is massively underdiagnosed. There are around 1 in 100 people who actually have the disease, but unfortunately only 1 in 5 of them actually get their diagnosis at any one time. So there's 80% of people with the disease feeling unwell in a multitude of ways who haven't yet been diagnosed and would be so much better if they were off gluten. And of course, there are a sector of those people who will present with mood issues, irritability, temper. It doesn't have to be just to do with the gut. I think the strong message for parents and teachers is to try and get their children to have real food. Food as it was grown, rather than food that's being grown, dabbled with in one way or another and put into a package and then sold. So if your grandmother would recognise it, it's probably good food as she grew up eating it. If it's in a packet and there's a list of ingredients that you can barely pronounce, it's probably not so great.
The right food choices can transform your child. What your child eats and drinks can have a profound effect on how they learn to write, read, concentrate and remember things. In fact, the right food choices can actually improve your child's IQ, as well as helping with hyperactivity, dyslexia and attention. Over the years, I have helped many children with behaviour and learning problems to reach their potential by avoiding additives and drinking water rather than fruit juice. A test for celiac disease can also be really important if there are gut symptoms with low mood and irritability.
As a nutritionist and a mum of two, I really enjoy providing a healthy lunchbox for lunch and educating my children on healthy eating. In the lunchbox we've got fruits, we've got vegetables, popcorn and home baking, and I also provide hot food as well, being pasta and cheese, rice and cheese and meatballs in the flask. I like to keep my shopping bill below $200 every week, and the way I do that is I do a weekly planner. So we sit down with the family, we say what foods we like, what we like for dinners, and I do a plan for winter and autumn and also one for spring and summer. And it saves less time thinking about what you're going to eat for dinner, less time in the supermarket and less wastage on food. And for more ideas on my menus and my planners, if you go to our website.
Brain Food for Better Learning suggests a 5-day additive-free trial is a great way for families to start. We have rated positive changes in mood, excitability, concentration, compliance and sleep. We have facilitated 5-day forever additive-free trials in kindies and schools where significant changes have been noted. For families and school communities wanting calmer, happier and healthier families, an additive-free 5-day forever trial is an excellent way to start, and we're here to help you.